It's a little bit of a dark day today. Because I came to the realization that there is a very strong possibility that story booster boxes will absolutely dominate over manga booster boxes. If you've watched any of our videos, you'll know that I'm a huge manga guy. I love it, invest in it, I collect it, I trade them, buy them, I sell them, I grade them, I stick them into storage, I flip them on the market right away. But there's something that happens when you see you're Michael Jordan. You know your day is coming at some point. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping that manga is going to be that long-term thing, right? I said it before, base set Pokemon. That's where I see it going. But then I look at something like Story Booster. I always want to say Story Time, but it's Story Booster. And I think to myself, this guy's got it. And I don't like it. I don't like it because it's scary. Let me tell you, I got 3 big things, 3 reasons why I think it will dominate over manga. Right out of the gate, Story Booster, for those of you that don't know, it's on Reddit. You can Google it, talk to an AI, talk to your friends, go to a local card shop. Story Booster is going to do a few things that really haven't been done. Where manga is taking scenes, acts, images, whatever, straight from the manga, from the creator's hands himself. Story Booster is taking it from the actual anime. And I think, because I'm one of them, that the excitement behind Story Booster is not so much from a nostalgic, that plays into it. I think people are excited to relive their childhood. Because if you're like me, I had a good childhood. Wasn't perfect, but I had good. My mother and father provided when needed. I had an older sister, God bless her. But Dragon Ball Z specifically was there for me. And you look at people that are in their 30s to 40s now. Some have more FU money than they've had before. So when they see something like Story, they see Dragon Ball in general going up. Maybe they want to get into a hobby again. Maybe that $600 price tag doesn't seem so bad. I get to rip some stuff open. I collect some things. Maybe I got a little bit more disposable income. But most importantly, Story is the first inaugural, the beginning, part 1 of 3 parts. And we don't really have that in Dragon Ball Super Fusion World. Masters either. And because of it being the first of a trilogy or 3, I think it gives it this natural extra level of hype. This little right up there. Because if you're like me, I don't just buy Charizard. I make sure in the same exact set, I bought Blastoise and I bought Venusaur. That's how it's done. I got Vaporeon, I got Leafeon, I got blah blah. You get the set. I turn my camera, there's a wall of about 36, 40 Ninja Turtles. You know how I buy my Ninja Turtles? I get all 4 of them. If I can't get all 4 of them, I don't buy it. If I'm going to get into Story Booster, I'm buying set 1 because I have the intention to buy 2 and 3. And I want that premium. This is like the sequential sets of PSA. This is the master set when you're talking about Pokemon collectors or Dragon Ball collectors. If you got 1, you need all of them. So you know where I'm not going to mess up? I'm not going to mess up right out of the gate with story time. I think that's one big reason why this will dominate the market. Story time. Look at some of this. This is one of your leader cards. August 21st. This is coming up, ladies and germs. This is coming quick. Who doesn't like... Have you ever met somebody that says, I hate Broly? Check this out. Majin Vegeta, arguably the coolest version of Vegeta. You took the Planet Earth, Goku versus Vegeta, and you just right up there. That's amazing. Buu Saga. Buu Saga. Buu Saga. Movie or Buu. I mean, this is crazy. And this is just the leaders. These are just set number 1. They're gonna milk this. This has got a set. This is a set to watch out. She's a troublemaker. She's gonna get you. Now, what's another reason why I think story time? So I told you number 1, right? It's the first of 3 sets. Good argument, Anthony. I like the way you think. I don't, because if I'm right, manga's gonna take a dip. Number 2, why do I think this is gonna be a problem? Already, we're experiencing over the last 6-9 months, more so closer to 6, we're experiencing a little bit of a supply problem. Have you gone to Target, Walmart, your local trading show, your local comic book shop, your wherever else you're buying your stuff? PacSun? No. What's I'm thinking about? Hot Topic, Barnes and Noble, all of those places that now carry TCG. You found any in the wild? Be honest. You probably found them 6 months ago. You probably found them 9 months ago. You know what you're not finding July 15th or August 21st? When is this released? August 21st. You know what you're not finding August 21st? You're not finding that in person. I'll tell you that right now. And if you are, you need to leave that store and then go play the lottery, because you're on a winning streak. Winning streak. So, reason number 2, I think, supply's already tight. Allocations are already tight. This TCG has had something that a lot of TCGs most recently have, and it's a strong player base. So they're already going there. They've been going there for years. Before you and I even knew what Dragon Ball was, they've been going out there and playing. They've been getting the prize cards. They've been getting the energy markers. They've been ripping packs 2 days before it was even available. They're going to get any allocation that's really there. What's left for the rest of us? This. A pre-sale price of $600. Anthony, who is going to buy that? Who's buying that, Anthony? We're 3 weeks away. No, I'm sorry. 6 weeks away. We're 6 weeks away, and we're selling for $600. Now, hang on. Anthony, everybody knows this. Every TCG experiences this. Right out of the gate, it's really, really strong. We saw it with Cross Forces. We saw it with Dual Evolutions. You're absolutely right. But Cross Forces was just another one in the series. Dual Evolutions, granted, had what, 2 stars. Just another set in the series. This is a specialty set. She's different. She might be an Oklahoma 9, but she's a Miami 4 at the end of the day, and that 4, it's pretty good. Here's the deal. This set, though, is selling at $600. You may see this go for higher the closer we get. You'll especially see this higher on eBay when the first couple of places get them, they sell them, the guys don't want to rip them, they flip them, they make their money. First week, the week prior, mark my words, eBay, you're going to see some sales, and they're going to be a lot more than 600. People will buy them, and people will not rip them. They will want to resell them, because this is a part of a trilogy. Okay, I've made my point with number 2, I believe. Supply, the demand, as a whole, TCG, Dragon Ball Super Fusion World is exploding. A lot more eyes. This channel exists because of the explosion. So we got the first set of 3 people are going to want it. And it's a scarce product. People are really going to pay for it and fight for it. You want to know the worst part of this whole thing? And I mentioned it here. And I mentioned it here. And I mentioned it here. And the reality is, and I'm going to scroll all the way down here. And here's the problem that you're going to get. Is you got guys like me. You got guys and girls like you. We're in our 30s. Some of us a little bit closer to 40. Sorry. Some of us over 40. That grew up on this. That on Saturday afternoons, after all the kiddie shows were done, I was watching Raditz steal a child. I was watching Nappa destroy a city by lifting his fingers. I was watching Vegeta use his kneecap on a dude's throat to end his life. And then say, nah, he deserved it. I watched 2 suicide bombs happen on planet Earth with Yamcha and Chaozu. That was baller. So I did that Saturday afternoons. What were you doing late at night? And I don't mean that. I mean Toonami, baby. I mean when that little robot dude got in his ship and he talked up a hype. That was the ultimate hype man. Toonami, Dragon Ball Z, 11:30 at night. Your mom thinks you're asleep. But meanwhile, you're watching these dudes just throw hands. All right. Anthony, I wasn't able to stay up that late. Problem. What about the movies? What about this insane killer list of movies and specials? Guys, Tree of Might, World's Strongest, Dead Zone. First 3, bang, bang, bang. You know how many times we used to throw those out on a Saturday afternoon? On whatever, Cartoon Network, whatever we used to watch? That got you going. You were ready to beat the living life out of your little brother. You were swinging with your dad. You were so confident. These things, Lord Slug, pretty good movie, underappreciated. Cooler's Revenge. I mean, these are all bangers. The one I didn't like, Fusion World, I'll stand on it. Jamba Juice can eat it. But outside of that, I think Wrath of Dragon was really the last big one. These were killer. These were amazing. The cinema, the fighting. You know, I got my own issues with Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. Vegeta was a little bit of a wuss in that, but I digress. But otherwise, these were crazy. And now, as a child, watching that comparative to now as an adult, where I got the G, baby. I'm good. The mortgage is paid. The kids are good. The wife's fine. Everything's hocus pocus. I got some money. I kind of want to relive some of these scenes. Story's going to bring some of them back. Story's going to bring some of them back to me, baby. Killing half of an arena or a stadium, whatever, the World Martial Arts, so that we can scrap? Yeah! I'm down for that. Legendary himself coming back. Bio Broly kind of sucked. 2 was okay. 1 was my favorite, but man. So yeah, I think there's a manga nostalgia, Dragon Ball as a whole nostalgia, and you got just a group of killers. You got the anime. And I'm not talking about Dragon Ball where things were a little, you know, towards the end, when you start doing the World Series, it got a little bit more. King Piccolo definitely helped with that. But I'm talking back-to-back deaths, cinema, fighting, power levels, training, getting better. I mean, man, we got to go to other planets to solve some of our problems sometimes. This story's bringing that childhood back to us. Last layer when it comes to this anime nostalgia. We talked about the show. We talked about the movies, the specialties, the TV specials, History of Trunks, One-Handed Gohan. I got another layer to add to that. This is like a book report. Here's my 3 main topics, but I'm going to give you a couple more sentences on that last one. What about the video games? Budokai, PS1, PS2, PS3. I mean, Now I'm in charge. The level of nostalgia that's going to come back with Story Booster warrants that price. Those are the three big reasons. I mean, look, there aren't a lot of listings, but there are some buyers. Look at this, June 7th. $650 it's on here for. That will sell. Someone will buy that. That will not be a best offer. Someone throw this up for auction when it first comes out, it's going to be kind of crazy. On top of that layer of all of the great reasons why story time, and you should know, I love manga. I'm invested in it heavily. Watch some of my other videos. I'm all about it, but I gotta tell you, Goku's got a universal spirit bomb going on over here, and there's a lot of things going into it, and I'm shivering in my nimbus right now. Because I think this might get overtaken. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I am incorrect, but I don't think I am. Story's got a unique set. You don't even know all the hits. That's the worst part. Look at how much they have to reference. Yeah, okay, we did BoJack with FB10. Okay, I'll take that. You know, we had some Tree of Might a little earlier. Okay, I'll take that. We had a little bit of Fusion Reborn with Jamba Juice. I'll take that. But can you imagine them going hard on Broly, who's a great character, kind of overdone a little bit, but I mean, man, really hyping up these movies, video games, the anime itself, obviously. I think we got a problem. I have none of these on hand. I've none of them pre-ordered. I will be going to the pre-release to try and get these. I'm going to try and trade for these. I think that this has a lot of hype on the underground. There's not a lot of videos about story because there's not a lot of information out on it. But when you sit there and you think about this, ST01, it even kind of sounds like SB. Hey, I got an SB01. Is that a B or a T? Oh, that's a T. Oh, good. Because SB01 is trash now. And we all want STO. You couldn't change it a little bit? I think with this being a cool product, yeah, whatever. I think this is a hitter. I think this is a little bit of a home run. I think as we get a little bit closer, they do some more reveals. We saw some of that rainbow, art that came out. Some people kind of on it. I liked it. I think that even if the cards aren't big hits, I think the fact that this is part of this trilogy, this 3-parter set, will help guide this through. I think with enough people, you got the goofball streamers, influencers talking about Dragon Ball as a whole, I think that can help Booster. I think when you have Galactic Patrol, and I've said this and I said it's going to help manga, guess what? It's going to help story. When the tides rise, all ships will rise with it, right? Well, when manga is doing good, I think story will do good. I think there's not enough of a separation between those two. And when you see that out of the gate, these are selling at these sort of prices. And again, Anthony, it's a new set. These go, wow. Okay, cool. When did you see $300 happen for Manga Booster Box? I'll tell you when. Not for a while. What am I doing? Not for a while. This set was out for half of a year. Anthony didn't have the eyes that it did at the time. Exactly. This is on an acceleration program. This thing's working one-on-one with a top salesman. I had to work my ass to get up to there. This guy's just born into it, spoon-fed. And it's got all of the right items, circumstances, situations to help it propel it into the future. I'm worried. That is all of the reasons why absolutely story booster will overcome and dominate manga in the short term. Long term, I hope I'm wrong. Until tomorrow, make sure that if you don't already, you go down below. You see that little thing all the way down there? Where it's down there? Find us on Whatnot. Anthony, I don't want to support Whatnot sellers. Listen, dollar auctions. I ship quick. I ship fast. I ship fit safe. You want to follow us on Instagram? That'd be cool. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. Share this video. Let's make this thing blow up because I want to hear what you think. Anthony, everything you said, oh, those are good points. You're an idiot, though. Manga's going to reign supreme. I hope. Until next time. Thank you, everybody.